and welcome back to my doll collecting channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to two new releases, one from American Girl and one from Maple Lee, and I'm going to be sharing my honest opinions about these releases. So first I'm going to be reacting to the new American Girl Disney Princess Moana doll, and then I'm also going to be reacting to some new limited edition dolls from Maple Lee. So first, let's get into the Moana doll. So this doll was announced a few days ago, and I wasn't able to make a video on this right away because I was sick all this week, and you might hear it a little bit in my voice. As I mentioned in another video, which was, in my video, what I'm expecting from Disney/American Girl, the dolls I'm least and most excited for, I did mention some ideas that I had for Moana. One of them being I would love for her, and I would be so excited to see this big, full, crazy, curly wig. Just like they've done with some Moana dolls, like fashion-sized dolls, like Disney Store dolls, like this big, crazy wig. And I would have to say that they did an okay job with the Moana doll, at least in the stock photos. I do think her hair is very curly, and it is a very nice, very long. I love it. Sometimes I wish it was just a little bit more full, but that might be just difficult to do because that would be a lot of hair, and it's easier to do something like that in a cartoon than necessarily make a physical doll. So I guess that's why the hair isn't as crazy and full. But I still think the texture is pretty nice, and the color is very nice, and the length is pretty nice too, and would be fairly manageable for a child to play with. And it looks like it's $135 according to the American Girl website, and it hasn't been released yet. It's going to be released around the time Moana 2 is coming out in the fall. I think that's next month in November, but I'm not quite sure. So it does look like it's a playline doll and not a limited edition collector doll, which is nice to have a little bit of a break from collector dolls. I think the detail of the outfit is very nice. I think that it has a lot of detail and texture to it, a lot of little subtle things going on, so I think that that is very nice. I think the colors are very nice. I like her necklace that she wears. I can't remember Moana, so I don't remember the significance of it, so don't come at me in the comments. I'm not too sure what accessories she's gonna come with, because there is this like really nice image of her like on a ship, and she has like this flower crown, and she has Hey Hey the chicken, and then the pig. I don't remember the pig's name. Yeah, so it looks like she might, I don't know if those are going to be additional accessories you can buy later, if that's going to come with the doll. Probably additional accessories, knowing how American Girl works. But I think that this image is really nice. Some people were debating what mold this is. Now, I'm not the expert when it comes to American Girl face molds, especially when it comes to the stock photos, but I do really think that she is a Corinne mold, because I've seen photos of people putting Corinne and Moana next to each other, and they look very similar to each other. I'm fairly confident it is the same mold. It doesn't look like the Nanea face mold to me, at least in the stock photos, and it's definitely not the clotting mold. I've seen some people say it was the clotting mold. It's definitely not the clotting mold because the chin is quite pointed. So that's normally how I look. I don't know if that's how most people look at them, but I normally look at the chin and how, like, the Josefina chin is pretty pointed, and, you know, Classic is pretty round. So, yeah, I think it's the Corinne face mold, which is interesting. I think she looks cute. Overall, I mean, Moana isn't my favorite, but I do think they did a really good job, and if I was a fan of Moana, I probably would get this doll because I think it's really well done and I like it a lot. Next, I had a lot of people asking questions about my thoughts about the Camp Tana Makoon doll from Maple Lee Girls, which I don't know if I'm saying the camp's name right. In fact, I find this interesting because I've never heard of this camp before, and I used to go camping and go to summer camps and around that area. Like, it looks like it's from Algonquin Park, and I used to go camping around that area, and I've never heard of this camp, so I found that interesting, but that just might have been me because I usually did like Girl Guide camp. So maybe that's, but then sometimes with Girl Guide camp you would interact with the other camps around the area. Anyways, so I've never heard of this camp, which I found interesting, and I was surprised that I didn't hear about it, but apparently this camp had been around for 100 years, or has been around for 100 years, so they wanted to create a doll partnered with Maple Lee to create something to celebrate this camp. And these dolls are based off of what the campers would have worn 100 years ago with the uniforms. They did a lot of research about what the uniforms look like, what the shoes look like, what the girls actually wore at this camp. And the dolls come with 3 different face molds. So we have, you know, Sila version of the doll, Leonie version of the doll, and then one of the Maple Leaf Friends version of the doll. And these dolls are, I believe, $230. They're on pre-order right now, so if you want to get, and there's only a limit of 100 dolls. Now, I don't know if that's 100 of each face mold or 100 in total, so like around 30 of each face mold. I genuinely don't know. Now, a few people in the comments are saying that they wish it was just an outfit so you can purchase the outfit for your doll, but I understand why they didn't, because this is just a limited edition little collaboration that they've done. It's not like a full line or anything like that. I do really like the history element of it. I found that pretty interesting. I thought about getting these dolls, especially the Leonie face mold, and the reason for it is that I think her eyes match the outfit really well. Just this hazel kind of brown green, it looks really good with the uniform. So I thought about getting that doll, but then I ultimately decided not to because I'm not familiar with this camp. I didn't know what it was until this collaboration, and maybe I'll just save my money for if Maple Leaf does a collaboration in the future with something else or another historical type doll. And there's a few things from Maple Leaf that I have my eye on that I'm thinking about purchasing. So I didn't want to throw off my plan for what I'm planning on getting from Maple Leaf by getting this limited edition doll. So I decided to pass on this, but I did think about it. Especially about reviewing it on this channel. I thought about it, but ultimately I decided not to. Because it's one of those things, if they only make 100, I wouldn't want to take this doll from somebody who really wants this doll. And if I'm kind of like meh about it, I'm not going to purchase it because that takes it away from somebody who really would appreciate it. I would appreciate it, obviously, but I want somebody who would love the doll versus somebody who likes the doll. You know what I'm saying? But I do like that it comes with 3 different options as well. That's very cute. I think the shoes are designed really well. I think that it's just overall fairly cute. I just don't know that much information about the camp or what this is. But it looks like just a one-time limited thing. Collaboration is probably not going to last too long. I highly doubt that it's even going to be in the catalog. Maybe it'll be in the catalog. The catalog is supposed to be coming out in the next few weeks, I think. Like this month is when the catalogs are being shipped out. So, or at least that's what I think. So it's going to be interesting if these are mentioned in the catalog or maybe not. Because it would be a lot of work to put that in the catalog for only $100. So that has been my thoughts on the new American Girl Moana release, or the release that's coming soon, and the new Maple Leaf limited edition collector dolls. But thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos on American Girl and Maple Leaf, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below to be notified when I have new uploads. Also, make sure to follow my Instagram, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.